We're Naick and Kim, a Belgian couple who spent a year and a half traveling the world before recently buying this Ford Transit van that we're converting into a tiny house on wheels. After putting in insulation, electricity, furniture and completing a whole bunch of other projects in the van, in our last video we built a custom wooden frame for our bathroom from scratch. In today's video, we are going to attempt to squeeze a full bathroom into this tiny space, including a shower and a toilet.
Oh,
How did this happen?
that sure as hell did not go to plan.
Or attempt all those things, at least.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another episode of our series in van building.
Van building, good old Belgium.
Day number 7,455. But very excited today because
Today we are going to make our bathroom.
yeah,
This is going to be our bathroom. We're gonna squeeze a full-size bathroom into our van. This is where the toilet is gonna be.
where the magic happens.
This is where magic happens. Toilet's gonna be here. The shower is gonna be over here. As you can tell, it doesn't look very waterproof at the moment, which is what we're gonna start doing today. We're gonna put polyester in our shower, which is a pretty daunting task since it's like technically quite difficult.
Yeah. So this is the wooden frame we built, but that is of course not waterproof. And hopefully the polyester will make it waterproof. We can start preparation works. Oh no, first we need to do something else. Phase 2. I went to the shop yesterday evening and I might have been a little bit hungry when I went shopping and there was this standing there. I mean, I hope it tastes as good as it looks. These are little cream-filled pastries called profiterole with some glazing and some chocolate.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I like phase 2. Phase 3, vacuuming. Because yeah, we need to clean the shower a little bit to make sure that it's dust and grease free. There won't be a lot of grease, but plenty of dust.
Polyester is basically a synthetic resin that can be used both in clothing, for example, you'll find it a lot in fabrics, but also in showers to make stuff waterproof. It's quite technically, let's say not difficult, but complicated to do yourself, but we're gonna give it a go today. It's gonna be, I mean, it's exciting, it's slightly stressful, but we hope we're gonna get it right. We read a bunch of stuff about it. We read the instruction manual 3 times. We watched a bunch of YouTube videos. We think we're ready for it. In addition to the glass fiber mats, we also need everything over here. These are mostly a bunch of chemical components that we're gonna have to mix together in order to make the polyester stick, which we'll show you in a minute, which is also why we need this little scale.
So we need a bunch of stuff. It's almost like a chemistry lab in here. We have some fiberglass mats, which I'm gonna put right here. We also have to install polyester outside because this resin, I heard it smells pretty bad, and we cannot do this inside because Birdy lives just next door and we would like maybe poison him or something. So for Birdy's sake and for our sake actually as well, we're going to do this outside. We need to make these polyester mats just to fit the shower perfectly. A little bit of overlap, so that's what we're gonna do now. Start cutting it into pieces. Next step is to put in the primer. Then we need to wait for 1 hour, and then we have about 4 to 5 hours to finish up everything before the primer stops working. I don't know exactly how it is, but between 1 and 6 hours after putting on the primer I need to put it in. So, but I think it will be alright. I mean, put in a resin, Put the fiber mat, put some resin on top, fiber mat, resin.
So after finishing up the primer, we had to wait for about an hour, which I think is almost up. Even though it's a bit of a hassle, polyester is still the best solution in our case, I think, for the bathroom, because we looked into a bunch of options. We looked at having a pre-made polyester shower bottom, we looked at tiling, we looked at vinyl, and in the end this was the best option for us, because obviously
it's fairly lightweight. It is really made to measure and super waterproof.
It's getting a little bit dark outside, so I'm curious to see how late it's gonna be, because right now it's already 5 p.m. I think we'll finish it up around 8:30. So 3 hours as from the time you can start.
I'm hoping for 2 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. What do you want to bet on that?
Bottle of champagne.
You got yourself a deal.
What did you say?
8:30.
8:30, so I say
7:30.
7:30.
Bam.
So for the record, it is now 17:52. We waited about an extra 20-30 minutes just to be sure. We'll probably start by 6 before I put this in, so
The bet is on, people.
let the games begin.
Making a second batch of the resin, it only gives you 20 to 25 minutes before it starts losing its sticking capability, too much for you to actually work it and push it in the glass fiber mat. So you have to work in small quantities, then spread the resin out, paint it out, put in the fiberglass mat, make new resin, put that in. So it takes up a ton of time. But this first bit went really well, actually. Looks good. I do have to say though, that's the thing with Naick. When we first started thinking about maybe doing the polyester, I was like, making our own polyester? Are you out of your mind? We can't do that. And he was like, why not? And I told him, well, you know, you have to mix stuff and chemical reactions, and you have to make sure no air bubbles are forming, and you have to be fast and apply it very correctly, and you only get one shot at this. We can't do that ourselves. And he was like, why not? It's just like following a recipe. We can do that. So here we are, making our own polyester. I mean, it's crazy. I do admire Naick a lot for that. He has like this can-do attitude. Like there's nothing that we can't do. If anyone else can do it, I mean, a few exceptions here and there, but like building our own van, building our own kitchen, building our own polyester shower, it's just amazing. And so far it's working out swell, but yeah, I mean, just amazing. I really admire him for it. Anyway, no more yapping, more working.
It's going pretty well, guys. Going pretty well, as you can see. Looking like a pro. Making a mess like a pro. Finished up the polyester. It took us about 4 hours.
Longer.
I think we both lost, but I think you both deserve a bottle of champagne.
No, I think I won because I was closer.
Yeah,
anyway, look at Naick's hair. I mean, all in all, it went really well. But yeah, he went gray sort of overnight.
And I polyestered my arm also a little bit, and my shirt and my pants. I'm just gonna take off all my clothes and leave them here and burden them.
Okay. I'll spare you this bit. I will spare you this bit. We shall see you in the morning, and then we will show you polyester. Tomorrow we're gonna, well, hopefully it's dried, fully dried in the morning. Tomorrow we're gonna sand it. We're gonna sand it. We're gonna paint it, and then continue working on our small tiny bathroom and our small tiny house. We'll see you in the morning. Bye bye. Please open the van. It's time for the dramatic reveal.
It seems to be still there.
It's still sticking to the walls. And mean, it actually looks
Wait,
good.
open the door again.
You could also just adjust the lighting.
Nope.
It actually looks good. Put the camera in there.
Ooh. Looks really nice.
So it's supposed to look like
These spots are just polyester that we applied before it, so that's nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
It
The color
looks
is gonna
really
change.
nice and smooth.
The color is gonna change completely. We're gonna paint it later. We're gonna paint it, surprise, surprise, white.
While we wait for the paint to dry, we will do some other works. Start disassembling the van. Yes, disassembling. I need to take out this chair to be able to reach the battery that's here, the car battery, and I'll hook up the DC charger. So the battery charger that's in the back will take power from this battery and from the alternator while we are driving to charge that battery. We have solar power, but in winter time when it's rainy, it's cloudy, there's not much solar power coming out. So it's nice to have a secondary option for charging our battery.
We have a small technical issue. Let's watch what happens when I call Naick.
Hello. Hello, Kim, is it you? You sound a bit muffled.
Oh my god, you just installed it. I can't believe. Oh.
I didn't completely bolt the seat down yet, so.
Oh wait, you're first now. Oh, no, it's fine.
But yeah, now my chair is ringing.
No, and we have the paint behind it. You couldn't install it yet.
Oh yeah.
I'm still calling you.
Hello, Kim? Anyway.
God. Is it down there?
Oh yeah, it's right here.
So all that's left to do now is paint this. Well, a longer version of this. Put it like this, and then it looks completely different. Oh my god, it's dry.
Oh my god. Ooh.
So this is the finished product.
Oh,
Why are you laughing? What?
my beard fell off.
Oh yes, your beard fell off.
I had a shave yesterday. Feels nice, feels nice. Now I just need a haircut and I'll be brand new again.
You really do need a haircut. Right now all the hairdressers are closed due to COVID, so we're gonna have to DIY that haircut a little bit. We're gonna do that once we're on the road. So we need to get going with this van.
Today we're going to be installing the shower, the faucet and the shower head and hopefully the drain as well, or at least part of it. Here we have the shower head. It's black, it's also water saving because, well, we have limited water supply in the van, so we need a water saving shower head so we don't use too much water. This is a adapter piece from the water outlet here to the faucet, to the tap. And I'm just gonna add this to Teflon tape to make sure these connections are waterproof, where they should be. It's important that you do this in the right direction. So if you look at it, if it faces you, you need to go clockwise. Otherwise, it's in the wrong direction and it won't seal properly and you will have leaks. Gonna plug it in right here and then the water should start running. The pump will start working and hopefully we will not have ourselves little fountains across the van here. That would be really nice.
Alright, just gotta put these in the bucket then.
Hmm? Oh.
Oh,
How did this happen? Oh. So this is a small tap that closes off the warm water circuit from the cold one. But I don't know, this one just blew off completely. I guess it's not rated for this kind of pressure, although I bought it together with the pump and it's, I think, even the same brand.
that was a lot of water coming out and covering all the...
Yeah, the cap just blew off.
A little bit of a leak underneath here, underneath our pump as well. That sure as hell did not go to plan.
Bad news is we don't have the parts to make the connections there. We still have one or two leaks that we need to fix, but we cannot fix them at the moment because we don't have the right parts to install the toilet. Well, there's nothing much to install actually because it's like a standalone unit. But I'm going to attach a hook in the shower so that it doesn't drive around or go around when we're driving, and hopefully we'll not be covered in poo and we need to make an emergency brake. There we go. Install it.
Oh my god. That's really pretty good.
So this is a Thetford porta potty. It's probably the most iconic brand porta potty. Everybody calls them porta potties, even if they're not a porta potty. But this is a porta potty. It's fairly small. It's very convenient. It's also standalone. And we looked into getting like a composting toilet. You have like Nature had composting toilet and some other brands, but those cost $1,000 or sometimes even more.
How much was this one?
120, 150, something like that.
I think you have plenty of space. This is actually the first time we have the toilet installed, and
there's plenty of space here.
so
Still
clearly
have some room here.
there's gonna be a shower curtain in there.
I can even shower now.
Multitasking.
There's still some water in there, I think so.
No, don't. Aww. In addition to working on the bathroom today, we're also quickly gonna go to the woodwork shop because we're gonna drop off a bunch of spare wood that we still had that we need to get some to measure to make the doors for the upper cabinets. Otherwise we're gonna be stuck with a whole bunch of spare wood that we're not gonna use. We're obviously not gonna take it with us in the van once we leave.
Good to go. We're now in this industrial area where there's not a lot of traffic, and we're going to do something scary. I'm gonna let Kim drive the van, which is the first time she will be driving it.
And it's going to go swell.
Forgot my helmet. Easy, easy.
I'm taking it easy.
It feels big when you're driving it.
It feels huge. It is huge. Like you're way above the road. Like you're way higher up than in a normal vehicle. And when you take a turn, you can really tell that it's a very, very long car. It's so odd that there is literally a shower blocking my view when I try to look in the rear view mirror.
We're now getting close to the bird's nest.
Slightly stressful this part because now I'm actually on my first time driving it. I'm gonna have to squeeze it into the warehouse gates.
You stalled the engine.
It's difficult.
Yeah, there's like a high sidewalk.
Oh my god. I can't see where I am. Is it gonna work? Do you think this is...
You have plenty of room here.
Oh my god, this is stressful. Having to start it.
Fine. Made it. You did it.
My god, that was so stressful though.
Yeah.
It's really, really hard, and you do that every day or like a lot of days.
Next time you can just reverse it out of here.
I think reverse is easier.
This is a black box. It's a diesel heater. So it takes diesel from our diesel tank and heats up the place. It's 4 kilowatts, so it gives 4,000 watts of heat for a small space like this. It's quite a lot, but since we would be traveling in winter time in Europe, we thought, well, just take one size bigger just to be sure. And today we're going to be installing this. We're going to be mounting this underneath the passenger seat here. I already drilled couple of holes here which went fairly smoothly, and then this will be mounted right here on the floor. So this goes outside. One is for air intake, one is for exhaust gases, and one is for diesel. And the most scary part is this needs to be connected to the diesel tank, that's underneath the van that's already there. I need to loosen it, drop it, and then attach the hose to it. I'm not 100% sure yet how. I ordered a fourth part that should do the trick to make the connection, but I'm not entirely sure, so fingers crossed on that one. So I'm just gonna start with the scary part now, getting the connection to the diesel tank. I need some tools to drop it, lower it, and then hopefully attach the diesel fuel piping, I guess, to the top of the diesel tank. So that's why I need to lower it. It's actually on the top, because connection at the bottom don't make such sense, because if you leak then everything leaks. And yeah, a little bit nervous now.
Just anytime you have to undo parts of the original van, drill through the ceiling, drill through the floor, unhook the diesel tank and drop it.
Scary because I mean,
it's not made to do this. It's allowed, of course, but it's not meant for this type of activity.
So this is our diesel tank right here now beneath the van, and these are the brackets that it's mounted with. And there's 4 screws, and then this will lower. I'm hoping I can just lower it a little bit and attach it to the top without having to remove the full diesel tank. But yeah, I'm not sure about that yet. And hopefully this will not be too much work, and hopefully I will not destroy the fan or set it on fire.
One very important note to make here is that we made sure that the diesel tank was as close as it can be to empty without not being able to run it back to Birdy's warehouse, but it is almost completely empty, so that if we have to tilt it a little bit, if we have to loosen it a little bit, it's not full of diesel, which is very important.
Put some gearboxes beneath it just so that if it would slip a little bit, it doesn't fall to the ground. So I managed to drop the tank a little bit. I just lowered it 4 or 5 centimeters just to get my hands up to the top. And I could feel where I need to make the connection, so probably I can do it like this, which would be good. Low or limited risks involved of making the attachment. But I just want to double check something. So this doesn't fit on this, as you could probably have guessed by just looking at it, but I thought I could maybe get it in there, but it doesn't fit. Now we're just looking and calling around to see if we can find an adapter that fits this to this. Oh, the magical piece.
Is it the one we need?
Yeah, it looks like it. This is the pickup tube. It goes into the fuel tank, and this is the piece that's supposed to go on top. There's a fuel port at the top of the fuel tank. I just cut off a little piece because it's sealed off at the top. Now I'm going to insert this tube into the fuel tank and attach this, and hopefully should work like a jiffy or something.
Like a charm.
Like a charm. It's not coming loose anytime soon.
Awesome!
I'm going to use this special tool, the Viper Driver.
No, it's not a dildo.
Looks a little bit like it, but it's a flexible mount for this, so I can reach up there, because it's a difficult to reach space. It's just like a trench, like a crevice in between some things where I mounted it. This is the exhaust with the muffler, silencer, exhaust guard. Here's the air intake. I mounted them all using these brackets that were included. here, here, up here, and then up here we have the fuel pipe, the electrical harness for the fuel pump. This is beneath where the heater is located, just right here. It all comes together here. It's a bit cramped, there was just a small crevice here, but I managed to get everything in there, everything installed.
Can't believe you did all this. It looks super good. So happy that this worked out pretty well in the end.
Time to get on a roll, see if we can get some fuel in this baby, and then we can start heating her up, hopefully, fingers crossed.
Let's just hope that this goes smoother than the test run we did yesterday with the water. It smells like the first time you turn on, by the way, an oven, by the way, this is not the amount of noise what it's usually gonna be making. It's at full throttle for the first time, so, oh my god, my one leg is warmer than the other. It could be randomly, but, it works!
Yeah,
Oh, that is awesome, it really works, I feel it, It works.
Oh yeah, and it's just warming up. I mean, it takes about 3 to 5 minutes for it to fully heat up. Oh, it's already getting warm in here. Can you feel it?
Yeah.
Nice.
We have heat in our van.
Oh, I'm dead.
Long last.
Ooh, beer.
It scares me. What time is it? Well, it's just before midnight because we had to get back home. Damn. In time for our curfew. Yep. We had a really productive 2 days though. I think for us it's about a week and then we'll be able to finish the van.
Yeah, in about a week I think we'll be ready, completely ready just to move in, maybe here and there, small thing. We'll be like fully ready to move in, everything operational.
And so make sure to tune in for the next video because that is going to be putting in the kitchen. We have a ton of cool stuff like our stovetop and stuff that we haven't shown you yet. So we think you're really gonna like the next video. You're gonna see everything really come together. Thank you so much for watching this one. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you enjoyed the progress as much as we did. If you liked it, please hit the like button. Make sure to hit the subscribe button so you can follow along on the rest of the journey. And then after we take the van out, start living the van life. Put it there. See you in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.